On March 30th, 1968, in the small town of Charlemagne, Quebec, a baby girl was born into a house already full of life. Céline Dion was the 14th child of her parents, Thérèse Dion and Adhémar Dion. Their home was modest, crowded, and often stretched thin when it came to money, but it was filled with music. Meals were simple and sometimes scarce, yet laughter and melodies were constant companions. Her father played the accordion, her mother sang beautifully, and her older siblings formed a kind of family band. In that little house, music was not just entertainment, it was comfort, connection, and sometimes even escape. Long before she stood on global stages, young Celine learned how powerful a song could be simply by watching her family sing together. Those early kitchen table performances planted the first seeds of a voice that would one day reach millions. The kitchen table. That started it all. Celine's first stage was nothing more than the kitchen table in her family home. At just 5 years old, she climbed up and sang for her parents and siblings with surprising confidence. Instead of being shy, she sang with a sense of certainty that made the room fall quiet. Her parents noticed immediately that something about her voice felt special. As the years passed, that feeling only grew stronger. By the time Celine was 12, her mother had written a song called Ce n'était qu'un rêve. It was only a dream, specifically for her. Together, they recorded a simple demo and sent it to music manager René. He received many demo tapes, but something about this one made him listen again. When he finally met the young singer, she performed in their living room with such emotion that he was deeply moved. In that moment, he realized he had discovered a truly rare talent. A manager who believed completely. René didn't just sign Céline Dion, he invested his entire belief in her. To finance her first album, he made an extraordinary decision. He mortgaged his own house. It was a risky step, but he trusted what he had heard in her voice. His gamble paid off. Celine's early French-language albums quickly gained popularity across Quebec. Audiences were drawn to the sincerity and emotional power of her singing. She was still very young, but her voice carried a maturity that resonated with listeners. René also saw something beyond local success. He believed she could become an international artist, and he began preparing her carefully for that future. During this time, Celine stepped away from the spotlight to refine her image and learn English. It wasn't about changing who she was, it was about helping the world understand her better. With patience and discipline, she embraced every lesson, trusting the man who had believed in her from the start. A love the world questioned. As the years passed, the relationship between Celine and René deepened. What had begun as a professional partnership gradually grew into a personal bond. Their age difference, René was 26 years older, became a topic of intense public discussion. Many people questioned their relationship, and the media often portrayed it critically. Yet for Celine, the connection was sincere and meaningful. She stood by her feelings with quiet confidence, refusing to let outside opinions define her life. Eventually, the couple decided to share their love openly. In December 1994, they married in a grand ceremony at Notre Dame Basilica. The wedding was broadcast across Canada, and more than 1,000 guests attended. For the young woman who had grown up in a crowded house with little money, the moment felt almost unbelievable. Yet behind the glamour was something simple and genuine, a partnership built on years of trust, belief, and devotion. A voice that reached the world. Céline Dion's journey to global recognition accelerated dramatically after her victory at the Eurovision Song Contest 1988, where she represented Switzerland with the song Ne partez pas sans moi. Winning by a single point introduced her to a massive European audience. Soon afterward, she began releasing English-language albums that brought her voice to even larger stages. Hits like The Power of Love, Because You Loved Me, and It's All Coming Back to Me Now showcased her remarkable vocal strength and emotional depth. Her ability to connect with listeners made her music feel personal, even in enormous arenas. The defining moment arrived in 1997 with the film Titanic. The song My Heart Will Go On became a global phenomenon, winning awards and becoming one of the most recognizable songs in modern music. Almost overnight, Céline Dion's voice became part of shared memories around the world. Stepping away for love. At the height of her career, life presented Céline with a deeply personal challenge. In 1998, René Angelil was diagnosed with throat cancer. For someone whose life revolved around music, the diagnosis was especially painful. Without hesitation, Céline made a decision that surprised the entertainment world. She stepped away from her career completely. Tours, recordings, and public appearances were paused so she could focus entirely on caring for her husband. Many people warned her that taking such a break might affect her momentum in the industry. But for Céline, the choice was simple. Family came first. For 2 years, she devoted herself to supporting René through treatment and recovery. During this period, she was not the global superstar audiences knew. She was simply a wife standing beside the person she loved most. Fortunately, the treatment worked, and René eventually regained his health, allowing the couple to look toward the future again. Reinventing the Las Vegas stage. When Céline returned to performing, she did so in a completely new way. Instead of traveling constantly on worldwide tours, she launched a residency show titled A New Day at Caesar's Palace. The production was groundbreaking for its time. Designed with elaborate staging and visual effects, the show transformed the traditional concept of a concert residency. By performing in one location, Céline could maintain a stable family life while still sharing her music with audiences from around the world. The show ran from 2003 to 2007 and became an enormous success, attracting hundreds of thousands of visitors and generating hundreds of millions in revenue. More importantly, it allowed her to balance career and family. During these years, she and René welcomed their first son, René Charles Angelil, beginning a new chapter filled with both music and motherhood. The joy and challenge of growing a family. While Céline's professional life flourished, she and René hoped to expand their family. The journey was not easy. They turned to fertility treatments and experienced several emotional ups and downs along the way. Céline spoke openly about the challenges, helping many people feel less alone in their own struggles. After years of hope and perseverance, the couple welcomed twin sons, Nelson Angelil and Eddie Angelil, in 2010. Their arrival brought immense happiness to the family. Watching their children grow filled the household with laughter and energy. Yet beneath the joy, there was also quiet awareness that time was precious. René was older, and the couple understood that every moment together mattered. They focused on building memories, simple family moments, shared meals, and the everyday happiness that often means the most. A moment the world remembered. In 2024, Céline surprised audiences around the world with a special performance during the opening ceremony of the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris. Standing beneath the lights of the Eiffel Tower, she sang the classic French song L'Hymne à l'amour, originally made famous by Edith Piaf. The performance carried a deep emotional resonance. It was not just about vocal skill, it was about perseverance and love for music. For many viewers, it felt like a reminder of the power of human determination. After everything she had experienced, personal loss, health struggles, and years away from the stage, Céline's voice still carried the same heartfelt sincerity that had first captured audiences decades earlier. A voice that still inspires today, Céline Dion continues focusing on her health while spending time with her sons. Her story is not only about musical success, but also about resilience, devotion, and authenticity. From a crowded home in Charlemagne to the world's biggest stages, she has remained grounded in the values that shaped her early life: family, dedication, and gratitude. Through triumphs and challenges alike, her voice has offered comfort and connection to listeners everywhere. More than record sales or awards, that emotional connection defines her legacy. Whether performing on stage or simply sharing moments with her family, Céline continues to remind people that strength often grows from vulnerability. Her journey shows that even when life changes unexpectedly, passion and perseverance can keep the music alive.